All right, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing. But now let's talk about Cardano ADA. First and foremost, just want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys from the Cardano community for absolutely killing it with the support. The overwhelming comments that are coming, really appreciating me for, taking my time to make these updates really means a lot, and it motivates me to continue pushing these updates for you guys. So let's waste no more time and take a look at what's happening with Cardano ADA. So first and foremost, if we're looking at the entire market, you guys can see we're seeing a little bit of a retracement within the entire markets. Today is a weekend, and you guys know on the weekends we do tend to see manipulation across the board. And you can see this for yourself. We're seeing majority of the altcoins down right now, but ADA is down only about 1.1% on the daily time frame, and on the weekly time frame it's up 51.2%. So that's something we need to keep reminding ourselves, at times like these when we see a little bit of minor retracement. But now let's move forward and see what's happening. So if we're looking at Cardano's price right now, it's currently sitting at 59 cents. It's down about 1.2% as mentioned in USD comparative. It's also down 0.7% in Bitcoin comparative over the past 24 hours. Market cap currently sitting at $20.7 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume is sitting above $1 billion, which is really nice to see. But now let's take a look at the price, see what is happening, what are some next price targets we could be aiming for. But before we get into it, guys, as always, just a quick disclaimer. Anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So let's take a look at Bitcoin first. Okay, so it's going to explain us why we're seeing a little bit of a minor retracement within the markets. If you guys are noticing, BTC is seeing a little bit of a retracement compared to December 8th high, which we set for ourselves at 44,699. But pay attention to where the price of Bitcoin is bouncing back and forth at the support line, which is at 43,695. You guys can see we are staying above that support line, and that should give us an indication why this support is so important. If the support were to be lost, so let's hope, now this is what I guys want to be focusing on. So let's hope that the price of BTC does not go below this. If we close below this, there is a chance that BTC could retest $43,000 once again. So that's a chance definitely out there sitting as of now. Hopefully we don't see that, but it's okay even if Bitcoin were to see a little bit of a cool off happen, because guys, let's face it, the market has been pumping non-stop, weekly, monthly, and even on the yearly. You're seeing a lot of coins in the top 100 up a lot. So I'm sure you guys can understand where I'm coming from. So we need to keep these factors in mind. Bitcoin is in an upwards trend. Reason why I say Bitcoin is in an upwards trend is because it's creating higher highs and higher lows. So let's hope we don't break below this and retest lows that we set for ourselves last few days. If it's not able to do that, then I think we can see more upside as we open up Monday. So these are some factors we need to consider. But what's Cardano doing? How is Cardano holding against Bitcoin? It's holding really good. So we did see, guys, you can't make this up. Yesterday was a great day for Cardano. And remember, this goes back to what I've said continuously. And now I think it's time to kind of remove this highlighted part that I had pretty much 4 or 5 days ago before we saw that massive breakup. But let's remove this. There we go, it's gone. So look where we are even after a little bit of a pullback. So we did see yesterday, I said in my update that if Cardano is able to break out of this resistance, we will see more upside. And as a matter of fact, we did see Cardano go all the way up to 64 cents. We saw it go to 64 cents, and if you want to put that into perspective, after it broke out of this resistance, that's an additional 10% move. 10% is quite significant move, guys, for a project that is high market cap like ADA. So now as the market is cooling off, as you can see, we are seeing ADA being supported by that previous resistance. These are the types of moves that get me bullish. So now, guess what it's showing us? That, hey, this resistance was really important, because number one, we got stopped out of here as we were breaking out, as I expected. And not only that, once we bounced out of that range, that resistance turned into support. And now as the price of ADA is retracing right now, we're seeing that resistance play out for us. So here, let me give you guys an hourly time frame. So there you go. Look at that. So we're pretty much bouncing back and forth around this 58.73 cents, because that is that resistance, which is great stuff to see. So I would like, now hear me out. So this is what you as a Cardano holder would like ADA to do. So I would like Cardano to start trading sideways, especially with this Bitcoin, momentum, because Bitcoin is holding at some very crucial price levels, right? So we would like to see Cardano do something like this. That would be a great thing to see. But let's be realistic. If BTC does drop below, I could see ADA dropping back down to maybe 52 cents and start bouncing back and forth. That's the next major level of support. And if we were to bring that into numbers, that's another 10% pullback, which is totally okay. In my opinion, that's totally okay, because let's face it, after breaking out of the resistance at 40 cents, we're up 50% on ADA, which is absolutely mind-boggling, and that does not include the 64 cents target. So let's take a look at that. So if you picked up some ADA at 40 cents resistance, you saw the price bounce 60% after that, almost a double. And we're not talking about a $1 billion market cap project. We're talking about a project that's in billions. So that should really show you what a significant bounce ADA has really had. And as far as the overall momentum goes, guys, the shift is happening. We have hit a new yearly high. We have broken out of the bear market cycle almost. So I think this is just a little bit of a retracement, of course, due to BTC, but the main target remains the 78.6, which I do expect coming before the year of 2023 comes to an end, and that alone is going to bring more FOMO. I could see, if we're able to clear the 78.6, which I think we will, I could see ADA making its way up to $1.05 early next year, or potentially, craziest thing would be if it's able to do that at the end of the year. So first we need to get into the 78.6, which we're very, very close to, and that alone will be a great way to end off the year. But Cardano ecosystem is blowing up again as well, just like we have seen Solana's ecosystem really skyrocket. We're seeing ADA's ecosystem also having a lot of inflow of money flowing into the Cardano ecosystem, and that is to be expected, right? As the markets start to look good, as a project starts to look good, people start looking for the next option. And usually layer ones, people tend to look at what projects are built on there where they can make the most ROI, because remember, last bull cycle, some of these Cardano, Solana, Avalanche, NFTs, and even projects coins went up insane amounts, and that's what we're seeing happening again. So like I've said constantly, this is the first time in the history where we're going to see all these projects battle it out, and to see which one is the best. Before, they did come and they had a huge hype factor, of course, because it's unique, and layer ones, layer twos were extremely hyped, but this time around it's the real deal, the real fight against one another to see which one really becomes a big boy. And not only that, which one will see institutional money flowing in. Speaking about institutional money in, all three, the big ones such as Solana, Cardano, and Avalanche, we've seen institutional interest in the past as well. So these are factors we need to keep in mind. But that is it for today's update for Cardano. I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys for absolutely killing it with the support. Continue supporting, and I will continue to bring out these updates for you guys. Love you all. See you tomorrow. Been Crypto ZX, and peace out.